So you were thinking of moving to Greeley, Colorado. I am just going to say it. Greeley here gets a very bad rap, and honestly, some of it is kind of deserved. So today I'm going to be breaking down 8 reasons you might not want to move to Greeley, Colorado. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about living in Greeley, Colorado and the surrounding suburbs, then subscribe below so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Colorado. My name is Sophia Kathol and I am a Colorado native, so I know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I am here to help you navigate it all. I love helping people make their move to Colorado, and whether that's 9 days or 90 days, feel free to reach out, and all of the contact info is in the description, and we would be happy to help you make a smooth move to Colorado. Alright, let's cut to the chase. 8 reasons why you might not want to move to Greeley, Colorado. The location? You might be asking, where even is Greeley? I like to say it is in BFE. Greeley sits way out east in Weld County. We're talking 45 minutes to Fort Collins, nearly an hour to DIA, and not exactly around the corner from Denver. Greeley isn't a suburb of Denver, it's its own town and its own vibe, and a very different one. It's very different from Denver, Boulder, even Fort Collins. You're not getting spillover from tech jobs or trendy brunch spots like you would in Thornton or Broomfield. It's a very old school Colorado, and it feels a bit more isolated from the Front Range's growth boom, and it's a true farm town, you guys. But on the flip side, the distance can be a pro, and you get more space, bigger lots, and lower prices than Fort Collins or Longmont. And for some people, the trade-off is worth it if you don't need to be in the city every day. Greeley gives you a little bit more of a slower paced life, and it gives you a little bit more elbow room when it comes to buying a home. Greeley is not very bougie. You guys can see this is the downtown. When I say bougie, it's nothing like Denver. You will not find Tesla dealerships, Google campuses, or luxury brunch spots on every corner. Instead, you've got Banner Health, you got JBS, which is a meat packing plant, and a lot of family-run businesses, and the food here, it's super local. And there are a ton of food trucks everywhere, especially Mexican food trucks. They're super yummy, and the shopping is very mild. You obviously have your cute boutiques, but think Target, TJ Maxx, Buckle, you have Ross. Reason number 3 are the schools. According to niche.com, Greeley schools get a B-. No, it's not terrible, but it's also not amazing. It's just very average. You can also find info on diversity, academics, clubs, and sports, but compared to cities that get all the press, Greeley does not make that glossy magazine cover. Just being real here, Greeley is served by the Greeley-Evans School District number 6, which covers most of the city and surrounding areas. It's one of the larger districts in northern Colorado with over 20,000 students and about 34 schools total. So if you want top-ranked schools and blue ribbon test scores, Greeley just might not be your place, but you guys can pull information from niche.com if you want more of that. But if you want variety, charter options, and some great up-and-coming programs, there's definitely potential here. Just make sure you do your homework on which schools fit your family best. Reason number 4, Greeley is in Weld County, and Weld County is very conservative, and you'll find more cowboy boots than Birkenstocks. That being said, it's also a college town, so you do get a blend of ideas. Just know that Greeley politically does lean to the right, and Weld County tends to vote deep red in local, state, and national elections, and you'll see campaign signs, you'll see flags, bumper stickers that make it very, very clear where a lot of people stand politically. It's a place where agriculture, oil and gas, and personal freedoms are very, very important to the community, and that culture trickles into everyday life, from how people raise their kids to how they view government policies. So yes, if you are looking for progressive and bike lane everywhere, Greeley might not be your scene. But if you guys value a place with traditional values, space to breathe, and neighbors who probably have backup generators, they have a Traeger grill, they have big diesel pickups, you might just love it here in Greeley. Reason number 5 is Greeley is a college town, home of the UNC Bears. I am actually about 5 minutes, if that, from the campus. I am downtown, and campus is west of here. The University of Northern Colorado gives Greeley a very fun younger energy. The campus itself is very beautiful. It's full of big trees, historic buildings, and just enough of that brick and ivy charm to feel like a classic college town. It's not massive or very overwhelming. Around 10,000 students actually go there, so it feels super walkable and very connected to all parts of Greeley. UNC is actually known for some very strong programs like education. Lots of future teachers come here, nursing and health science, and then you have a business and performing arts, especially theater and music. Frat houses are walking distance from the dorm. They're outside on the lawns, they're playing beer pong, people are out and about. It's a super small, homey, small town college vibe feel. I promise when you get here, you are going to feel it, and UNC does give Greeley a younger, more vibrant feel, especially in the central part of town. And while Weld County is very conservative, the college brings out a more diverse mix of ideas, cultures, and people. You'll also notice that the housing near UNC is much older, smaller, and very affordable. A lot of the investors and house hackers buy over here because there's always rental demand from the students. I will try to attach some videos of some homes you guys can see. If you're thinking about making Colorado home, whether that's 9 days or 90 days, I'm here to help you navigate the ins and outs, from the neighborhoods to loan options to finding a community you vibe with. I have you. Hit like, drop your questions below, or reach out directly, and let's find out if Colorado is right for you. Reason number 6 is there is no mountain access. My screen is blurred, but do you see the Rockies? Me neither. That's about all you're going to see today. You can see them, but you're at least 55 minutes from Horsetooth Reservoir. And ski day means a very early wake up and a long drive. Greeley is not your base camp for mountain living, and this is one of the biggest surprises for people moving to Greeley. Yes, you can see the Rocky Mountains on a good day, but you are not in the mountains nor the Front Range. Not even close. So Greeley isn't a mountain town. It's not even a Front Range adventure base camp like Fort Collins or Boulder or even Berthoud. You're more likely to see tractors than trailheads, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you've moved here thinking doing lunch at 10 and snowboarding at 1, I promise you guys that is not going to happen. Where does Greeley actually sit? Greeley sits out on the eastern plains of Colorado. We're talking very flat, open farmland from downtown Greeley. It'll take you about 55 minutes to Horsetooth Reservoir, which has biking, you can do paddleboarding, you can take your boat out, and then you are also 90 plus minutes to Estes Park, depending on the traffic. And if you're wanting to make the haul to Breckenridge or Vail on a good day, you're gonna expect anywhere from 2 hours to 2.5 hours just to get up to those mountains. So if your plan was to hit the slopes every weekend or hike after work, you're going to be spending some quality time on 925 in your car, and that just means you are out on the plains like real deal farm town territory. You're surrounded by cattle, ranchers, feedlots, fields, not foothills. And as you can hear, the train is super close to downtown. So yes, you will see the mountains on a clear day, but it's kind of like looking at a painting. They're beautiful, but way the heck out there. Greeley is not a suburb of Denver or even Fort Collins. It's not a pass-through town either. It's its own very city with its own identity. Very blue collar type, very agricultural, and like I said, very, very local. You're not getting overflow from the tech boom, no Google offices or million-dollar coffee shops. This place is real Colorado. It's got roots, grits, and plenty of diesel pickup trucks, so be prepared for that. Reason number 7 is the real estate market is struggling here. Greeley's housing market has taken a hit recently. Prices are down around 5 to 8% year over year, depending on the neighborhood, obviously, and this is based on current MLS stats. But hey, this could be a pro if you are relocating here. Deals are out there, I promise you guys, especially in older parts of town or near downtown. Most newcomers head to West Greeley, where the homes are newer, more modern, and the views are better, and you can see the Front Range a little bit better. West Greeley, especially the 80634 zip code, you'll still see newer builds and higher demand. Median list price there is closer to $460 to $470. But in the older central and east side neighborhoods, homes are sitting longer and listing for around $380 to $400 depending on the size and condition, obviously, but hey, that's a steal getting a home in Colorado under $400,000. So there's a real contrast in the market right now. Newer developments are holding stronger while older neighborhoods are seeing price reductions left and right. It was getting a little bit hot out there, so I decided to come into my car and finish this video. All right, reason number 8 is the smell here is very, very real. Let's talk about it. Greeley has a smell, you guys. Like, think cow meats, meat packing plant kind of smell. Depending on where you are, you can really smell it. JBS is a major employer here, and the agriculture roots run very, very deep here. Locals are used to it, but if you are sensitive, and it might hit you very, very hard, so be prepared for that. When you come here, you're gonna be like, oh my god, get me out of Cowtown. That's what I like to call it, is Cowtown. So yes, Greeley is not perfect. Yes, it's smelly. It's not fancy. It's not bougie. It's far from the city, but if you are looking for more affordable housing and strong community and a college town with heart, and like I said, the downtown here is really, really cool, very historic, you might still fall in love with Greeley. If you're still not sure where to land or how to make the move, that is what I am here for. Hit subscribe, tap like, and message me anytime, whether that's 9 days or 90 days. Let's get you in a home here in Colorado. Drop your hottest Greeley take in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next video. I'll smell you later. Do you get it? Because Greeley is smelly. Alright, bye guys.